Hi everyone, it's Renea again, and I'm here with One Meal at a Time. I have been cooking all day, so I hope you enjoy some of the videos that we put out there. What I'm getting ready to do now is cook one of my favorite dishes, and it is a okra tomato medley. And basically, this recipe calls for a 12-ounce package of frozen cut up okra, a 12-ounce package of frozen, well, you wanted to thaw out peeled and deveined shrimp, 1 can of diced tomatoes, celery, not celery, I'm sorry, onion, bell pepper. You could use celery, I just don't have any here at the house, and garlic. And then we're going to have some seasoning. So what I'm going to do now, and also sausage, what I'm going to do now is just cut up some onion and bell pepper and saute that in the skillet. And this is going to be a rough cut, or at least the chunks are going to be much larger than what you've seen me demonstrate in the past. I'm going to put this in here, in this pan. Watch your fingers at all times. Like I said, this is going to just be larger chunks than what I've normally demonstrated. Last year at Thanksgiving, I was in Houston visiting my family, and my first cousin, Samson, he made this okra and tomato, and it was just to die for. And so I came back, I did it, made my own version of it, and so that's what I'm doing again today. So we're just going to add probably a tablespoon of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, to this. And we're going to simmer it. We're going to simmer it on the stove till these cook a little tender. Please. So I'm just going to get these to cook a little bit. I have it over a medium-high heat. It's just warming up. And I'm only cooking these now so that they can be a little tender, because when we add the okra, it doesn't take long for the okra to cook. And the tomatoes are already, they're soft also. So we want all of our vegetables to be kind of soft. I'm also going to throw in 4 bay leaves. You can add 1, 2, it doesn't matter. I'm just doing 4. It's going to give it some nice flavor. Oops, I just broke one. You cannot eat the bay leaves, so you have to make sure you pull those out. Try to keep them whole. Just waiting for this to warm up. So while that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up our sausage. The shrimp has already been peeled into vein, so it's all ready to go. But it will be the last thing that goes into our medley, because it doesn't take shrimp that long to cook. So I'm just going to go ahead and start slicing up. I'm going to slice up this meat. I have just one large link of smoked sausage. I'm cutting it fairly thin just so that there's enough for everybody. It's really not about the meat. It's more about the okra and tomatoes. Okay. I hear my stuff over here sizzling, so I want to make sure I stir the pot and it doesn't stick. I'll turn this down a little bit. Come back over here and start or finish turning up our meat. This is just some smoked sausage. It was a large link that I had, probably 1 pound. If you're doing this for a larger crowd, obviously you would cook more and you would have more okra. We're just using a 12-ounce bag of okra. And it's frozen cut okra. Okay, let's put that aside. I'm just cooking this and just going to cook this until the onion and bell pepper gets a little tender. Some of it's starting to brown, you can see that. We don't want it to burn, so that's why I'm constantly stirring it around. And I'm just breaking up the onion pieces. It's really starting to smell good, especially with this bay leaf in here. I love cooking. There's just so much you can do with fresh fruits and vegetables and meats, and cooking can be very enjoyable, and it doesn't have to be expensive. This is just some really inexpensive ingredients that I have here, and it's going to be very good when we sit down to eat it. You do not have to add the shrimp or the meat. I create this meal frequently with just the tomatoes, the onion, bell pepper, and okra. But today is just a little special dinner. I'm adding a little bit more. It's going to remind me of the Thanksgiving meal I had in Houston with my family. Basically, I'm just kicking it up a notch with some meat, the shrimp and sausage. So you can see the onions are starting to caramelize. Everything is getting tender. You can add celery if you had that. I don't buy celery a lot, so seems like when I buy it, it ends up going bad. I don't use it in enough dishes, so I only usually buy it during Thanksgiving when I'm needed for dressing, cornbread dressing, or to add it for the baked turkey. These are cooking really good. They're caramelizing. The onions are. Turn it back up. And I've got this on a medium heat. We've got several things going on today as far as what's going on in this kitchen. Got a ham in the oven, sweet potatoes over there cooking. Just finished a roast chicken. We've got potato salad that we finished today. Some cabbage and green mixed spinach. We're going to eat pretty good. Alright, so at this point, this is where I will go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. And that is going to be have 12 ounces of frozen okra. I'll turn this down. I have 1 can of chopped tomato. Just mix that all in. So since this okra was frozen, it changed the whole heat, the temperature of my mixture here. So this has to warm up all over again. But we're still going to go ahead and mix that. And I have I think I used a half a tablespoon of some seafood seasoning. And I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm adding that to the mixture. Doesn't that look very nice? It's very colorful. We're going to add some garlic. Just going to be a rough chop. Just slicing that garlic in there. Adding it. I have 2 cloves. One is pretty big. No, actually, I have 3 cloves. One is pretty big, so it's almost like 4 regular sized cloves. Adding lots of garlic. It's going to give this a really great flavor. We're just doing a rough chop. I could have put the garlic in with the with the onion and pepper, but it's okay to add it at this point also. And then I'm going to add roughly 1 cup of water. Let's see what that looks like. I don't want too much. Here comes Johnston.
We're cooking.
He's looking for Papa. I'm just going to cover this and let this cook till everything is tender. Then we will add the sausage.
Yeah.
Let the sausage cook for about 3 minutes in here. And then the last thing we'll add is the shrimp, because the shrimp will only take about 3 minutes to cook. Okay, that's it. Okay, I've just added our sausage. This is just cooking away. Everything's getting pretty tender. Added the sausage, and I'm going to let that cook maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And then we'll add the shrimp. I don't know about you, but this looks really good to me. I'll take the bay leaves out I'll take the bay leaves out right at the end. Okay, so there you go. Okay, we've got the sausage in here, and now we're getting ready to add some peeled into vein raw shrimp. That's only going to take a few minutes to cook. I really could probably turn this off because it's hot enough still to cook this. Oh man, doesn't that look delicious? I'm going to go ahead and take out the bay leaves. We had 4. It's a good idea to remember how many you had in there so people don't chomp down them, and 1 broke, so that's 2.5 I've pulled out so far. See if we can find the other pieces. Let's see here. Man, that looks good. I can't find the other bay leaf, but oh, here's a piece. 1, 2, 3. 1 more is in here somewhere. That's not it. But man, see, the shrimp is almost done. You see that? It's not taking long. Just with me looking for the bay leaves, it has allowed me to it's allowed the shrimp to cook. Normally I wouldn't take these out, but some people don't know not to try to eat it. So if you're having a lot of guests, it's a good idea to go ahead and take them out. I can't find it. Well, we've got one still in here. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, so look at that. Shrimp's done. Turn this off. And let me plate this up real quick. Excuse me. Doesn't that look delicious? So here we have a nice okra and tomato medley. We have onions, tomato, garlic, bell pepper, onion, shrimp, and sausage. That looks really, really good. Bon appetit.